We've got a real treat for you on the bike show this week as we catch up with local Grand Prix heroes Brad and Darren Binder. But first, to get you in the mood, here's a little taste of paradise.
Lesotho, the Kingdom of Lesotho. Despite being completely surrounded by South Africa, it has somehow managed to avoid the hustle and bustle of its overbearing neighbour and remain, well, completely true to itself.
No jokes, Lesotho is amazing. It is being in Africa. I mean, I know in South Africa we are in Africa, but it's not Africa, you know, the real Africa. This is a 4-hour drive from Johannesburg, and it is Africa, proper Africa.
Nestled in the mighty Maluti Mountains, the poor civil engineers were given the difficult task of throwing down ribbons of tar to make sure that people can get places. And what they created is a motorcyclist paradise.
An adventure bike like this one, it's the way to go in Lesotho. It's the obvious choice. You can ride anywhere, do anything, it's comfortable, great way to go. But you know what? I'm looking at these roads here, and I wouldn't mind leathering up, donning a set of knee sliders, and taking a super bike.
And while the road builders were given a difficult task, they handled it far better than their pothole-ridden neighbours.
That's an amazing thought. I mean, you think about what these roads go through. I mean, they get snow, hail, rain, cold, heat. It can go from -5 to 30 degrees in one day. And yet, look at them. They're so good, so perfect.
Everything is not completely hunky-dory though. There are some challenges that even these master engineers couldn't overcome.
The only thing about a road like this is that it has rock falls. But that's fine. You know where the rocks are. There they are over there. There's the cliff. There's, well, the other cliff. Rather hit that cliff than that cliff, if I'm honest. But here's where the rock falls are, so you just don't go too close to that side of the road, and it's fine. Obviously, there's a cow. And another cow. Yeah, rather don't hit the cows. You'll come off second best.
And to enjoy this majestic country, we have the KTM 1090 Adventure R, which is one of those bikes we enjoyed when it was launched, but haven't quite gotten around to filming it properly yet.
Now, a lot of people have said that the 1290 KTM is just too much. It's too much. What's the point? 160 horsepower, what for? You hear that a lot. So KTM built this, the 1090, 125 horsepower. Same as the GS. You can't really criticize that. And while I love the power of the 1290, this is not bad. I mean, it's more playful. It's fast enough. It's definitely fast, but it's less serious, more kind of giggly, playful, you know.
Indeed, the 125 horsepower is plenty for most adventurers, and combined with a lighter weight of 230 kilograms while carrying all 23 litres of fuel, makes it an even more invigorating prospect. Of course, it comes with a host of electronic gadgetry, should the power and weight still be a little bit too much for the rider. The R means it is the off-road version of this model, with longer WP suspension and a 21-inch front wheel. But despite its off-road orientation, it ate up the tar passes better than many a pucker road bike, meaning you can ride this bike properly hard. But this presented another problem.
Now, this road is excellent. I want to ride it hard and I want to have fun, but at the same time, I'm looking down there and I'm seeing, wow, just look at that, look at that. So, do I concentrate on the road and ride hard, or do I go slowly and look over there? I think I have a solution.
Wow, This place is paradise. Look at that. Just look at it. You see, every time I go on an adventure ride, there's always somebody in the group, somebody who says to me, why do you want to ride fast? I mean, you're missing the point of adventure riding. The point is to look at scenery and look at everything around you. That's the point. And yeah, okay, I get that, but I've got a better idea. I'm going to go really fast, enjoy the roads, enjoy my riding, and then when I get to a beautiful place like this, I'm going to stop and take it all in properly. And I've got a lot of time because, you know, I'm waiting for you to catch up.
Now this is the road up to the start of the Motul Roof of Africa. It's Bushman's Pass. Yeah, but this isn't just the only road. I mean, every direction you go, there are just brilliant roads like this. Head out towards Katsi, head out towards anywhere in Lesotho. There are excellent roads like this. And not even just tar roads. There's the odd bit of dirt too. Of course, Lesotho's famous for off-road. It's covered in this stuff. There's off-road absolutely everywhere. There's some easy, nice mountainous gravel roads, which are good fun. And it doesn't take a lot of skill to get through them. But then there are also some sections that are a bit more gnarly. For example, this section we're on now is actually part of the Roof of Africa. This is part of it. Oh my goodness me. I'm dropping off the edge of the world. I'm dropping off the edge of the world. Sit down because I'm chicken. Ignore all my trading.
The 1090 essentially uses the same chassis found on the previous 1190R. But what has been massively improved is the WP suspension. Where it used to bottom out on the mildest of sand and bumps, this new configuration takes everything Lesotho can throw at it and gobbles it up.
There we go. Yes! Yay! Haha! Don't need knobbly tires. What for?
Although not having knobblies has its downside.
Promise these loose rocks so you're riding along. Next thing you hit a rock and your front wheel's somewhere it wasn't a moment ago, and probably not somewhere where you want it to be. Do you know, all that stuff I saw on the road was spectacular, but man, you get off-road, I mean really off-road, this is just brilliant. Look at all this.
So, if you want a perfect adventure, you need a KTM 1090 Adventure R and a kingdom called Lesotho.